Welcome back to my video, everybody. Today, we are going to run you guys down on my 2026 turkey bow hunting setup, basically. So, this is the bow with all the bells and whistles on it. So, you see we got a UV slider 1 here, just a single pin. And I think a single pin is going to be a lot easier to shoot at a turkey's head because that is what we're doing today. We're running you guys down on the broadhead and everything. So, then we got some limb legs to sit on the ground, because we are going to be sitting on the ground with this year, just to make it a little bit more challenging if shooting the head's not challenging enough. But yeah, we already got it pretty well dialed in, so we're going to tweak a few minor things if we have to. And we're going to make our little makeshift target here and show you guys how you guys can set up the exact way to go about your 2026 or in the future turkey hunting setup. So let's get started on making our target. All right, so up first, you're gonna need a pillow, an old pillow, preferably. You don't need to like get a new one unless you go to the dollar store, whatever your local store is, and buy like a cheap one. I have a backup one, just in case we tear this one up pretty big, and for like $5 at the dollar store. So yeah, so this one is obviously ripped and it's old pillow with a bunch of stuff in it. So for these broadheads, you're gonna want a soft, but something that'll absorb the impact of the arrow. But something soft and not hard to break the blades and everything off. So a pillow works perfect, but you're also gonna need a garbage bag, because once you start shooting this thing, all this stuff here is gonna start just going everywhere. So you're gonna have a garbage bag to keep it kind of within itself. And then, so yeah, let's put this inside the garbage bag real quick. Ta-da! Bang. In the garbage bag. And this looks like a crazy looking target, but you guys will see what we're talking about here in a bit. All right, so that's gone. Now what you're gonna need is anything to kind of hold it up. So this here is just a metal frame from a bag target that you would shoot your regular field points into. So it would just hang from these two things here, and your bag target would just hang. So today, what we're gonna do is just need like any kind of clamp, anything you have that'll hold this garbage bag to it. So we're gonna hold this here in the middle and go from there. Now, you're gonna take your bag, and you can kind of do whatever you would like with this, but we're just gonna kind of rig this up here to where it's gonna work. So what I would do is take it by the actual bag part of this. You're gonna put this through the middle of these. You gotta go through this also. So you want these on each side of this, and this in between here. And you're gonna hold this up and then try to get as much of that bag up in that clamp as possible to hold it a little bit better. Clamp it down pretty good, so now it's hanging here. Now I would just kind of twist and tie these somehow. You're just pretty much rigging this up to be on here and to hold it pretty well. So we're gonna pretty much just tie this onto the bar here to keep this. It doesn't have to be sturdy to where it can't move, because you're gonna want it to absorb it. So you're gonna want it to be able to move a little bit. So that's the whole idea. So after you get this all rigged up and whatever, you just need dots, or you can take a Sharpie and draw a dot on here. This is all preference. I'm just giving you guys kind of an idea on how you can do it. So I'm just gonna take these dots, probably this smaller dot here, this middle one. Then once we get it really dialed in, maybe we'll go to these small guys. But we're gonna slap one of these on here real quick. Preferably middle, just like that. And yeah, 15 yards is about the ideal shot that you're gonna want, 15 to 20. I'm not gonna try to shoot a bird any further than 20 yards with this. So yeah, that brings us right into our broadhead. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what we got going on here. Okay, so our broadhead of choice is going to be this year, the G5 Dirty Bird.
Wish that I was on a rocket top. Down in the
Mean little guy right there. So the biggest selling point for the broadhead, this broadhead specifically, is it is foldable. Now that thing looks mean right there, but this is exactly how you're going to shoot it. This is the shooting position, and this is your storing quivered position. This is going to be stored in your quiver just like this, and that is the biggest point, is the storage part of it and how you're going to get it in and out of the field. Because other brands will have their broadheads don't fold or store anywhere like these ones here. These are the Magnus bullheads. They do great. They fly beautifully. I've shot both of them. Both of these, you can't really tell a difference in how they fly. They both fly amazing. It's just going to be the storage part of this, getting it in and out of the field, just being more efficient basically. And I've happened these are a little bit more durable, I do think, but those do come with replacement blades, and these are a lot more expensive. Those will run you about $50 retail. I got them for I think $45 or something off eBay, pretty cheap. But these you get three of those and 3 replacement blades, and it's just a quick little Phillips head screwdriver. You pull it out and put a new one on. But these, the G5 Dirty Birds, is also a collab with Be Real. These will run you about $70 retail price, and with shipping and everything, I think I got these for like $83 or something like that. And you only get 2 of them with no replacement blades. So again, quite a bit more expensive, but definitely worth it in my opinion. The main factor of a broadhead like this, and it does have a pretty good cutting diameter, as you guys can probably see there, I hope. I think it's 3 inches all the way around. So even if you miss left or right, up or down, you're still gonna hit the bird pretty cleanly. If you're within that 2 inches on each side of the bird, you're still gonna nick the bird, and even that will kill the bird. Now this point here, this yellow point on the tip there, isn't actually sharp. It's just kind of blunt. It'll just help with more of the blunt force to kill the bird on impact. And then you'll kill it on impact if you hit it directly in the head. And then the blades will obviously be there to cut some stuff up too. So yeah, let's get this target out here and let's get ready to shoot this bad boy. So like I mentioned earlier, we are gonna shoot them off the ground. So I'm just in a low-lying, it's a seat, but it's just barely off the ground. It's pretty comfortable. A little awkward to get used to shooting at first. So I do recommend, if you guys are gonna shoot with your bow off the ground, you do get comfortable sitting in this position and shooting off the ground, so that you're already ready for that one moment for it all to come together. So yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the arrow build now. So this is just a 4-fletch, a little focus there. There we go. Just a 4-fletch, super right helical, 3-inch vein here. These are boning veins. But yeah, then the arrow itself is a Victory Rip TKO. And these arrows are fairly expensive also. We got a 50 grain outsert on the bottom here, and then you got your G5 Dirty Bird. But yeah, this arrow I think is around 560 grains, I want to say. I'll give you guys the exact weight right here. I'll have to go and check it here after we get on shooting this right now. But yeah, that's the arrow, and they do recommend out of the package to shoot them with just a field point first. This is just a field point, same exact arrow, just another arrow with a field point on it. And if you do buy them off the site, off Be Real's site, you can get the Dirty Birds itself and 2 arrows, but that'll run you about $120 for those 4 items there. So what I did is I just went to my local archery shop and picked me up some of these arrows and then built them myself. They had these outserts in stock and I just threw them in there. But the ones that from the site will have a 75 grain outsert instead of a 50 grain outsert. But I found these work pretty good too. So yeah, that is kind of the whole arrow setup and what I'm gonna be running this year. So we're gonna get ready to shoot this. Alrighty guys, I don't know if this is gonna focus on me, but one more quick thing I did forget to mention is you're obviously gonna wanna shoot it in the opening position. like this, and you're gonna wanna shoot it first. And with this 4 fletch like this, you're gonna have to figure out which side with your nock it's gonna shoot best on. So for me, I have clearance regardless on my my UV slider sight here. So for me, it doesn't matter if the way these are aligned when I get my arrow up, if they're straight up like that or if it's sideways kind of like that. But for most people, their sight housing is gonna be lower at a lower range or at a higher range. So you're gonna want it kind of angled like that at a V, so your sight housing comes right in and it won't hit your sight housing. For me, it's more like this, so I have clearance regardless. And I found that it shoots best when the blades down there are at an angle straight up like this, and it shoots very straight and consistent for me. But I found the other way it shoots to the left for some reason. Not really sure why. I just found that it works best for me that way. All right. So yeah, we're just gonna, you're just gonna knock on everything the exact same way. These are full length arrows, so if you do buy them from your local archery shop instead of buying them off the site, do not cut them at all. They shoot way better uncut. Shot number uno. Happy Easter, everybody. Oh, wind just picked back up. I think we'll be all right though. Just like that, guys. All right, here is it. So it looks like we just clipped it. So I think we were a little high. So when that arrow is standing straight up like it is there, a little high. So I know that's how it was last night when I got done shooting it, is we finished just a little bit high. So I'm gonna make a little adjustment. I did have to move my sight a little bit. So whatever your sight tape is at, or if you don't have a sight tape at all, your 20 pin, you're gonna wanna move it to where your 25 would be, that same distance, but up obviously to where 15 would be. Or you guys can sight it at 20 yards if you want to. I found that 15 works better for me though. Another cool feature about these things is when you pull them out of this target, the blades fold straight back up, so they're very easy to get back out of there. Flip, flip, flip. Bang. Move our sight just teensiest little bit back up. Shot number 2. See if we get this thing dialed. All right, a little low right there. That pillow is for sure packed full right there. I just pretty much bounced right off it, but that's what you do want. The thing is, shot number 3. I didn't move anything. I was a little low that time, but that could have been me. So we're gonna give her heck again. Okay, so a little low again, so definitely was not me that time. That shot felt really well, so we're gonna adjust our sight again. All right, shot number 4, here we go. I believe we somewhat got there, a little left, but that was definitely the wind there. You can see how that was moving, but I think we're gonna turn the bag around here because it is falling a little bit. We're gonna shoot it from the backside. Shot 5. Let's see where we got here. All right. That one sounded pretty loud, but I think we got it. Yeah, look at that, chop that circle. All right, and if you guys were wondering, this is the chair I'm using. This is from Guide Gear. Just a cool little shirt, or a cool little chair right there that we got. Then, yeah, the bow and everything there. But anyways, guys, that was a fun little video, pretty short video. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making it. So we definitely have our sight and our setup dialed in for this coming turkey season. And I've been watching turkeys all morning and last night out in back of the house here and across the road here on this whole property over here. Birds just going back and forth out through this field. A couple times strutting with some hens and like 6 jakes. But You know, there's a lot of birds here because when me and Grandpa were hunting up in the hut on the food plot, we had 14 gobblers, only 14 birds, and they were all 14 gobblers that had at least 6-inch beards, all come out in front of us. And yeah, they're probably split up pretty good by now. Today is Easter, so April 5th, and they are getting split up now in April. But we have here in Pennsylvania, our season doesn't start until pretty late. I think April 29th is youth weekend, and then the following weekend after that is everybody for opener. But yeah, so I might shoot this a few more times off camera. We're gonna take some sweet pictures of this dirty bird and put it on the Instagram. Have a good one, guys. See ya.